Alright, I'm in a 2016 Cadillac Escalade. Had a issue in another video I did that I thought I fixed it. And I had a rattling sound coming up inside here somewhere. Drove me crazy every time you put a little pressure here or put pressure right here. That's all you had to do, it stopped. And then as soon as you let go, it would come back again. I found that, let's see if we can see it. Yeah, right up in there. See if I can center on that. You see where that bolt is? I actually installed a self-tapper with a long bolt right there, and that held that piece of plastic. You can see a bunch of, I tried to spray in some lubrication and some Teflon type lube, dry lube. Didn't really work, just made a big mess. And so I put in a self-tapper. Looks like this right here. It worked pretty good for a little bit and then started squeaking even worse. I don't know if that's because of the lube I put in. So what I did is I pulled this out. That's a 5/16 driver on it. I actually had one of these lying around. It's a 10 millimeter head, and this was an 11 millimeter socket. It's a nylock. I was going to put on a locking one of these, but it's such a pain to get to, and if you ever took it off, you'd have a hard time doing it, so I did not put that on. And so after a self-tapper to go through the metal and the plastic, then I just took this thing, screwed it in, I guess that way, and was able to barely reach my hand up top and set this nut on there. And then I just got a really long setup here in my drill. This is how I had to self-tap it, and the only way I could get it was put this little wobbly on the end so I could kick it sideways and get it all the way up in there. And that has to insert here and go all the way up and hook onto it right there, if you can see that. And that's right where I hooked onto it. And then up at the top, I was able to get my hand all the way up in there and put on this little nut driver here on the nut way up in the top there. Probably can't see it, but kind of like that. And I just held it in there, tighten it down. Hopefully that fixes this thing. If it doesn't, I guess I'll post another video explaining what the heck else I did. I'm not going to put one of these on the other side. I did put one of these self-tappers on the other side, right up through that metal right there and all the way through. And I haven't had problems with that. The problem is it goes through the metal and then through the plastic. So trying to get the plastic to suck back down, it just strips out. So I don't think it was a good solution. If there was a way you could drill it in this way so it would grab the metal and suck the plastic in, but there's no way of getting a drill all the way up in there. That's not possible. So hopefully this works. This is just some hand sanitizer that sucks. Anyway, I gotta clean that up. So anyway, 2016 Cadillac Escalade, squeaking sound coming up under the dash. There's other videos on how to pull this off. I'm not going to go through that video. You pull that off first, and then you can undo the 3 screws that are on a Torx head. 3 screws go in there, 1, 2, 3, and then this piece pops out, and you need to pull off that little wooden piece that sits here. Be real careful pulling that off because it can break. I had a little bit piece of the wood break off. Anyway, good luck if anybody has this other issue.